here with Michael K. Williams. How you feeling today?
What's up, Jinx?
You guys can't see it, but there's an audience behind this camera, so I'm actually nervous. This is probably regular for you.
No, it's not. I'm a little nervous, too.
All right. So I want to say you're here at MSG. You know, you're a New Yorker lifelong, right? Do you have a memorable moment of NYC basketball?
Well, one of my favorite moments was when Carmelo Anthony came to the Knicks. I was really excited for that. I knew him before his younger on in his basketball career back in Baltimore when I was out there doing the wire. So to watch him, go from just a kid on the Baltimore streets to actually becoming and seeing the process becoming to NBA All-Star, and then him coming to play in my hometown, it was kind of like surreal for me.
The Wire, man. I feel like, what is the thing you get the most walking down the street when people? Because I know Omar is at this point is connected with you, right? You guys are almost synonymous in some people's eyes. What's the comment you get the most when you walk down the street?
The comment I get the most when I walk down the street is, DMX, when is your next album coming out?
No.
I'm keeping it. Then after that question, and I said, no, I'm not DMX. Your Omar, what's up? Omar coming. And a lot of people ask actually is there going to be a sequel? I got asked that today. Is there going to be a Wire sequel? I got asked that really just downstairs coming in.
Yeah. What's it like? I feel like a lot of actors sometimes, and I think your role on it was unique because I remember reading that it was supposed to be like maybe a short role, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 episodes, and you had done so well that I believe David Simon was like, "Yo, we got to keep this guy."
The character was. They were, they didn't know what they were waiting to see how the audience responded to him. So what they did was they came in light with him, and my first contract for season 1 was 7 episodes, and they reserved the right to review after 7 episodes, and it just kind of grew into what it became.
Yeah. Is it tough divorcing from a role like that over time because you're with it for so long?
Yeah, but for the healthy reasons where you're going to miss your coworkers, you're going to miss seeing the same people. My difficulty I had divorcing from Omar was not the healthiest for me. I'm just a corny dude from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And I got picked on a lot growing up. My demeanor was a little shy and soft, to be blunt. So the same kids who would probably take my lunch money were the ones who were like, yo, Omar, I love you. And I was like, but I'm not Omar, but maybe they won't know that my name is Michael. But, okay, all right, great.
Yeah.
So I was, I kind of like, I kind of got lost a little bit in the whole hype of being Omar. That was my first time I had done anything in show business that warranted that type of response. And it was a little overwhelming.
I bet.
For a little shy, corny kid like myself, becoming cool all of a sudden. So, when the show ended, I didn't then have the tools to divorce, as you say, properly. And, it caused me a little bit of angst and pains on the inside. But moving forward, you're always gonna, I always, get a little sad when the show ends or when a job ends because of the relationships that I build with my coworkers and seeing people every day. It takes a team to make a TV show or film, from sound to mic to lighting, sound to lighting to wardrobe to hair and makeup. And these are people that touch you every day, and you have little conversations, you're with them. And all of a sudden, the plug gets pulled and, on to the next one. So there's a little sadness when you leave every job, at least for me.
So what's coming up with you now? What are you working on towards, I guess, the current?
I just finished rapping here in New York City, the Central Park 5 story with Ava DuVernay. She wrote and directed it for Netflix. I believe it'll be out of May of next year.
Okay.
Very excited about that. And I'm going back home, going back to HBO.
Nice.
And I signed on for another TV series with them called Lovecraft Country. J.J. Abrams and Jordan Peele are my new bosses. So I'm looking forward to that.
What about away from film? What's on your docket?
I'm at this point right now where my community, it matters to me more than anything else. The young people in my community. So that resulted, after having done Black Market on Viceland,
I love that.
You know, I found myself taking this journey to find out what was the school to prison pipeline, and that resulted in a documentary called Raised in the System. You know, that really got my wheels turning as to how can I help stop this pipeline? How can we plug this up and stop this? Didn't feel right, especially when I looked at the majority of the people that were going in this pipeline looked like me. You know, so you know, my nephew and program director Dominic DuPont, and a good friend of mine from childhood from the Bronx, Victor Selsa, we got together and we formed MKW, which is a nonprofit organization called Making Kids Win. And I'm really proud of it, not because of, you know, the people that are gravitating to it, but because of the programming that we developed. You know, it's about the next generation for me. It's about young people. It's about young adults. And how can I be a part of making sure that specifically young people from my community get a fighting chance to make a difference. And for that, it resulted in MKW. I can help them be the kings and queens that they are, you know, which is pretty much where this came from. You know, Kings County is just, you know, it's about, you know, although Kings County is Brooklyn, it's about having pride wherever you come from. You know, we're all kings and queens, and I just want to help. I want to do my part to help develop young kings and queens wherever you guys may be.
Well, Michael, before we let you go out of here, this is a franchise question. We ask everybody this, all right? You're going to be sitting courtside. What's courtside etiquette? What are the do's and don'ts to sitting courtside at an NBA game? What's the one thing you can't do sitting courtside, and what's the thing that you probably should do sitting courtside?
I be spiked out. I could trip a referee. Tell by my attitude that I'm most definitely from
New York. Here we go. That was perfect right there. Here we go. Perfect. No one's ever given us, just like, that's it. Michael, thank you, man.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for your time yet again, man.